Hi guys, very welcome to all of you in the today's session of the Manzil batch at our YouTube channel. I hope you have already subscribed to the channel. If not yet, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. And if you have reached this video, then press the like button as well so that I can know that yes, we all are live. So we started this Manzil batch 2 days ago and today is the last day for the FMSM. There were total 5 sessions for FMSM, out of which 4 we have already done, child, and the 5th one we are taking up today. The costing sessions have already been done. There are total 4 sessions of costing, and also there are total 6 sessions of advanced account. 5 have already been done, and the one shall be taken today itself. So this session will be dedicated to your FMSM, and we shall meet little later for the advanced account session as well. Let me check once again as to whether we are live. Yes, definitely we are live. So I'll take you straight away to the today's session. Please, everyone. Okay, Ji. So as I said, we are starting with the FMSM last session, that is session number 5. Out of total 5 sessions, 3 sessions are for the financial management and 2 sessions are for the SM. So we have covered each and every chapter and lots of concepts to touch upon, for which we have put in the questions, right? And as you all know, this is a totally MCQ focused batch. In the last session of FMSM, that is session number 4, we had done first 3 chapters of the strategic management, and in this session we are going to take up the strategic choices and the strategy implementation and evaluation. This is going to be a wonderful session. We have put in various MCQs, very wonderful MCQs, so you will have a good time with me in this session. So strategic choices and the strategy implementation and evaluation are the chapters about which we are going to talk in this session. Come on, Ji. Let us start with question number 1 straight away. Come on, guys. So you have to keep giving me the answers. You can write in the chat section as well. The first question says, which strategy is implemented after the failure of turnaround strategy? So in the chapter strategic choices, we encounter various kind of the corporate strategies like stability strategy, growth strategy, etc. In that, we encounter then strategic exits, means sometimes you have to take a step back if you want to move more ahead. In that scenario, there is something called strategic exit, and in that you encounter something called turnaround strategy, and so and so. So turnaround strategy is basically when your business is not performing well. In that case, what strategy you should take, how a business should take the steps so that you can turn around, means you can reverse the situation and you can convert your losses into the profits. But what if after taking all those steps also you are not able to do the turnaround, means you are not able to convert your losses into the profits? Then what should be the strategy? So the question is aiming for that. It says, I'm reading it once again, which strategy is implemented after the failure of turnaround strategy? So your turnaround strategy has failed. What strategy you will live by after that? The correct answer should be, Haji, is it expansion? No. Is it diversification? No. Is it growth? No. The answer is to divest from that particular business. So the answer is divestment strategy, because if even after the persistent efforts a business is not producing the profits, then there is no point continuing that particular business. In that case, you should divest from that particular business your money, and you may obviously invest that in some other lucrative business. Next one, it says stability strategy is a dash strategy. So we have to choose a best option. It says either it is SBU level, or let's say question says me, is it corporate level or business level or functional level? So it's a corporate level strategy. It's a corporate level strategy. The correct answer is option B, child. Corporate level strategy. This is the first point. This is the first point when you start with the strategic choices chapter. It tells you that the strategies can be framed at various levels, but whether an organization will follow a stability strategy or not, this is decided at the topmost level. That's why it is said to be the corporate level strategy as well, child. Next one, if the suppliers are unreliable or too costly, means for example I am a person into some manufacturing business and I'm buying a raw material from a supplier. Now the question says, suppose if your supplier is unreliable, means you can't rely on that. If he's saying that yes, I will deliver the goods in 5 days, but I can't rely, or let's say I can't rely in the sense that whether he will be doing the business or not with me, or let's say if he is reliable but it is too costly, in such cases obviously I should take certain steps so that I doesn't remain dependent on such kind of supplier. So the question says, which of these strategies may be appropriate in this particular case if the supplier is unreliable or too costly? So it gives us the various options as horizontal integration, backward integration, market penetration, forward integration. What do you think which should be the correct one? Obviously, if I'm saying I am at this point and my supplier is over here. Okay, so if I want to take a control of this, I will have to go backward in the chain so that I take some steps in certain manner that I don't remain dependent on the supplier. Means I will have to go backward. The correct answer to this question is backward integration. Backward integration. Question number 4. It says a cement manufacturer diversifies into the manufacture of steel and rubber products. It will fall under which category? So he was in the business of cement and now he is coming into the steel and rubber products. Which one should be the correct answer for this? As you can see, both the businesses are in some way unrelated. Some of you may say, sir, steel is a little bit related, sir, it's a similar industry, but when you see rubber, it's totally unrelated. So when a business diversifies into an unrelated territory altogether, it is called as the conglomerate diversification. So the correct option, child, is option number A, that is conglomerate diversification. Let's move ahead. The question says, which one is not covered under the external growth strategies? When we do the strategic choices chapter, over there you find that there are the growth strategies. Now it could be either on an internal way or it can be in the external manner as well. So the question says which one is not covered under external growth, means out of these 4 options, one strategy is definitely that which is the internal growth. So merger, it's external growth. Acquisition, external growth. Strategic alliance, again it's an external growth strategy. So which one is that which is not the external growth? That is intensification strategy. It's not the external growth one. Question 6. In which strategy the business focuses on selling existing products and the existing market? Means neither you are entering into a new market nor you are launching some new product. What is that called? So Mr. Ensoff has also given this, that matrix in which you encounter different 4 options and all 4 options are given here. For example, if I say market development, means you are entering into new market. Product development, you are launching a new product. Diversification, again altogether a new product in the new market. But if you are selling the existing product and the market is also existing, then the correct option is market penetration, means you are penetrating through your existing product in the same market. Then Arthur D. Little matrix. So not very important for the examination, but yes, you can always get the MCQ from that particular topic. So it says the ADL matrix is based on what? Either the company life cycle or consumer or product or none of the above. So ADL matrix is specifically based on the child product life cycle. Over there, the various positions of product are shown, whether it is dominant, strong, tenable, weak, etc. Then the next one says dash are low growth, high market share businesses or products. So when you see the option star, cash cow, question mark and dog, immediately you should identify which topic is being talked about, which matrix the question is talking about. It is talking about the BCG matrix, which is also called as the Boston Consulting Group. Over there on a 2x2 matrix, you see the growth and the market share, and accordingly you get to know the 4 options. The question is particularly talking about the growth is low but your market share is high. Which one is the best option? The correct answer is cash cows. So cash cows are basically, these industries are low growth industry but you are having a high market share, right? So these are cash cows. These are called as the cash cows. It is said that you should keep on milking the cash cows. You should keep on milking such kind of business because you are having a wonderful market share, even though the market is not too much growing, but still you are having a high market share. That is cash cows. And with the passage of time, the stars, what is star? It's a high growth, high share markets. So with time, the star may convert into the cash cow as well. Okay. The question number 9 says the strategic planning approach in this model has been inspired from the traffic control lights. So there is a model. It says either it is ADL or BCG or General Electric or Ensoff's product growth matrix. You tell me. The question says out of these all four planning approach models, which one has been inspired from traffic control light? Now when you see the traffic control light, you see there is one green, then amber, or you can say yellow, and then there is red, right? So green says that yes, you should move further in this particular business. The amber says you have to take a cautious approach, whereas the red, as it is said on the traffic light, that yes, please stop. So same over this, in the same manner over here, the matrix says if you are in a red particular quadrant, in that case you should liquidate the money from such business by divestment strategies, etc. Now the question is, which metrics talk about this traffic control rate? The answer is General Electric model. This is the answer to this question, child. The General Electric model. Moving further. Moving further. Okay. The question says, under this stoplight model, if a product falls in dash section, the business is at the advantageous position. So as we saw it right now, if you are in the green section, we say only in that case you should move ahead, right? So over here it is asking business will be at advantageous position in which particular light. So obviously the answer is green light. The yellow is to be cautious, have to have the cautious approach. The red one says don't invest at all, divest. And this blue, this is not a color, at all in any of the quadrant in the GE model, that is the stoplight model. Okay. Next one says, child, question 11, dash leadership style may be appropriate in the turbulent environment. So there are two type of leadership style, transactional and transformational. The transactional is a kind of old school thought, whereas the current generation is more or less of a transformational style, which is best suited if the environment is turbulent. So the correct answer to this question is transformational leadership style. Okay. Question number 12, it's about the organizational structure. So it says an organizational structure with constricted middle level. Constricted middle level means it is trying to say, for example, your structure is like this. So over here, it's the top level. Over here is the bottom level. And in between, there is the middle level. But the middle level is constricted one. But this middle level is a constricted one. So which one is the organizational structure which best reflects this? The answer is hourglass structure. Out of all these, neither the divisional, not the network, and nor the metric structure, hourglass structure. In this, the middle level management is not the specialized one but performs a generalized role. Its main task is to convey the aspirations of the top management to the bottom level management and to see whether the execution is being done in the correct manner or not. So that is the hourglass structure basically. Okay. Question number 13. It says dash deals with the impact of strategy formulation on the strategy implementation. So this is a wonderful topic in your syllabus, in your chapter, strategy formulation as well as implementation. What is the meaning of strategy formulation? Obviously it means that you are planning a strategy, you are formulating a strategy, you are depicting a view, you are depicting a kind of chart view that we have to take these steps. Now this is basically the responsibility of top level management. Once the strategy has been formulated, now it will be delivered, it will be communicated to the middle and the lower level, that is the operational level, who will have the task to implement this strategy which has been formulated by the top management. Okay. Now the question is, dash deals with the impact of strategy formulation on strategy implementation. So first we are formulating and then seeing the impact of this while implementing the strategy. Okay, so it says which one of the four options means this, whether the answer is forward linkage or backward linkage or horizontal linkage or vertical linkage. First of all, if you have read the syllabus completely, you should note that these are the irrelevant options. Only two options are relevant with respect to this topic. Either they can be a forward linkage or there can be a backward linkage. When you first formulate the strategy and then implement, okay, then implement, or I can say in this manner, first of all you formulated a strategy. Now to implement the strategy, whatever the changes are required to be made, whether in the organizational structure or the leadership style, etc., you shall do all those changes. Means you have considered your strategy formulation as the topmost. That is called as forward linkage. Whereas first of all, if a business is seeing what are the implementation capabilities, if for example you are so sure that you do not want to change your organizational structure or the organization is a static one, in that case they will say simply, boss, please listen to us that these are our implementation capabilities. So when you formulate the strategy, please take into account these capabilities and formulate only that kind of strategy for which our organizational structure is best suited. Now this is called backward linkage, because first of all you are thinking about the implementation and then about the formulation. So that's a backward linkage. But over here the question is asking me strategy formulation first and then the implementation. So the correct option is forward linkages. Okay. Question number 14. Dash is a process of organizational change which enables an organization to use the technology to create the new value for stakeholders. Very, very, you can say, known topic in this particular chapter, over where we talk about that if you want to create a new value for the stakeholders with the use of technology, with the use of IT, so we use the term digital transformation. Okay, so electronic, analog, etc. These are irrelevant. The correct option is digital transformation. Okay. One more question relating to the organizational structure. So it says dash is an organizational form in which the owner manager makes all major decision. Owner hyphen manager means usually these are one and the same person. They make all the major decision directly and monitor all the activities, while the company's staff merely serves as an executor. Means in normal business you see there are top, middle and lower level management, but in this type of business which over here is being depicted in this organizational form, there is only the top management and straight away the lower level management. There is no middle level. So there is one boss, and all the other people are working and reporting to him. So what is the structure called? This is the first phase of any business, or you can say traditionally it used to be one of the phase of the business, first phase of the business. So this is called as the simple structure. This is the simple structure, not neither the functional nor the matrix nor the divisional ones. Okay, moving to the next one. The thrust of dash is on individual task or transaction as against total or more aggregative management function. When you read out the option, you see that it is talking about the various kind of control, operational, management, strategic or premise. What does it want to say? So there is a topic called strategic control. Okay, there is a topic strategic control. Beneath that, when you deep dive, so there comes various type of control, basically the operational, management and the strategic control. And under the strategic control, once again, there are various other types of strategic control on the basis of which you can manage your various strategies. Now, it is saying the thrust of which type of control is on individual task or transaction as against total or more aggregative management function. Means which one of the following is talking mainly about how to control the individual task or transaction rather than talking about the total management function. So which control? The correct answer is the operational control. As the name says, operational control means this is a control levied for the operations. For example, on a minute level, on a micro level, I can say whether the EOQ is being followed in my business or not, to maintain the various stock levels for each and every item in my business of the inventory. So like this, individual tasks and transactions are controlled by the operational control. Okay, it says dash is concerned with translating a strategic decision into the action. Translating a decision into the action means first of all the decision has been taken and now you are taking certain steps due to which this decision is being acted upon. Whether it is formulation, the answer is no. Formulation means to frame a strategic decision. Is it organizational analysis? No. Is it environmental scanning? No. The correct answer is strategy implementation, because implementation means whatever the decision has been taken by top management, that is now being converted into the action. So strategy implementation. Question 18, child. Dash concept helps a multi-business corporation in scientifically grouping its businesses into a few distinct business units. So you are having various businesses. Now you want to put this into the business units, and that too a few business units. For example, you are having 100 type of businesses, but now to manage and control this better, what you are doing, you are framing, you are grouping these 100 businesses, let's say, into the 10 units. So which concept best describes that? Either it says SBU or divisional or functional or matrix. The correct answer we know is SBU, strategic business unit, and the name which is said business unit, this business unit is nothing but the strategic business unit. Okay, it says which model talks about the soft and the hard element. So we know McKinsey model is there which talks about the soft and hard element, in which there are 3 hard element and 4 soft element. Now if you combine these two, the total becomes 7. So the answer is McKinsey 7S model. So question is trying to confuse us with 5S, 6S, 8S or 7S. The correct answer is McKinsey 7S model. Last one, the last question guys. It says compliance, identification and internalization are the 3 processes involved in what? The options are refreezing, defreezing, changing the behavior pattern or breaking down old attitude. What's the answer? So this particular topic is change management. Now, when you have to make a change, there are steps. There are 3 steps. First is to defreeze, that is unfreeze. Second is changing the behavior pattern, and the third is refreezing. Now, when we talk about changing the behavior pattern, over there, Mr. Kelman has given 3 different type of ways by which the management can ensure that the behavior patterns of the staffs are changed, and these are the 3 techniques of that. These are the 3 techniques, or you can say process of that, of what? Changing the behavior pattern. That is the second stage in the change management. Okay, if you have read the syllabus thoroughly, if you have revised it completely, in that case, these questions should be a cakewalk for you. Or I can say, even if there are some mistakes, that's not an issue. You can make the mistakes definitely over here before going to the examination hall. So this was in the last session of the FMSM. This was session number 5. With these 5 sessions, we have covered all the chapters of FM and all the chapters of SM, whereby we have done MCQs, theoretical MCQs, practical MCQs, case-based MCQs. Every type of MCQ would try to cover, and definitely it will give a boost to your preparation as well, guys. Okay, so that's all in this session. Haji. So this was last session. Costing has already been done. FMSM is done today, and we shall take the last session of advanced account right now, just after 2-3 minutes. So you shall all join with me. Whatever the AS were left of the advanced account, we shall take up that in the last session. Okay, guys, till then.